Ladies and gentlemen,
You're too hyped for what happened. You're too hyped.
it's over. That's all I'm gonna say. It's over. It's over.
It's not over.
It's over.
It's not over.
It's
I
over.
refuse to believe it's over.
Felton.
Denial.
It's
no.
It's over.
No,
Match
it's not.
week 33 has been horrible to most of the Premier League, except for the FFP boys, and especially to the people at this table doing the podcast. It hasn't been a great week, but we're here, and that's all that matters. We're here to talk about what went on.
I want to quit. That's some bullshit.
Hey yo, you can quit after the podcast.
Yeah, that's
after the
crazy.
podcast, and as long as you come back before next week,
Yeah, and everyone. Yep.
and then we should be good. But where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
Let's
this
just
week?
start from like how Goo has in order, Newcastle and all of that.
All right. Word. We'll start with Newcastle 4, Spurs 0. This was a great game to watch in terms of. Fair enough. It was a great game to watch in terms of Newcastle, and as a neutral, because Spurs, they honestly looked like they didn't show up. They didn't want to play.
Yeah, no, actually, no. I don't think they didn't want to play. It was just Newcastle's attack was way better than theirs. 100%, 20 times better. Spurs had some opportunities. Don't get me wrong, but like look at all the shots. Werner didn't do jack squat. What are the chances he? Got what is it? Johnson on the other side, quiet. It was just they had their attack, but Newcastle was just better in every area.
Yeah,
It was just 4-0. That's why I say it was boring. It was like I thought they would put more than what they did. So it was like, what am I watching? Men versus boys.
I mean, again, I say they didn't show up because the way they looked out there, it really looked like they didn't want to participate at all.
No, not at all. And Isaac, incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
Incredible.
Great season by him. And
Yeah,
for
heck
Newcastle to do this, like,
I want to know for my prediction. I think I put him top 3 goal scorers.
you had Isaac top 3.
I think I did.
That's a decent shot. I can't even be mad at that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
But for Newcastle to do that, even with the injuries that they have, Spurs got to be. I don't know how their fan base feels about that. I said, their last game against Fulham, and the game before that where they barely beat Luton was one of the telling signs of why they would not win this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how their fans feel in terms of like the standings. I mean, they're still getting European position, but I mean, I'd still kind of feel some type of way. I mean, this is one of Spurs' great season in a while, I would say.
Great beginning of the
season in a while. So maybe they're still high off of that, but
the reason why I say I don't know how they're feeling right now is because they determine who wins this Premier League because they play against all 3 of the top 3. They still got to play all 3.
There's a hope.
There's a hope. So
I'm clinging to the hope.
Would you put your hope in Spurs beating City?
No, but I would put my.
Sorry,
at this point, yes. Because I put my hope on Arsenal to win Aston Villa. They didn't. So if I can do that and they lost, I guess I have to put my hope.
Yeah,
on Spurs.
we'll talk about that in a few. But they determine the league, man. They determine the league, and they don't even need to beat City. They just need to draw somewhere amongst those top 3s, and it could throw a wrench into everybody's season.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
So again, they could either fall flat and lie down and let all of them win. They can beat some of them, or they can just completely. They could make Liverpool win it. I don't know. They could literally do anything. I'm not gonna put my faith in Spurs. We had the season in our hands and we threw it away.
Same here.
Yeah, you guys had your destiny in your hand and you guys just threw it away.
Yep. We threw the pearls to the pigs.
Yeah. And now we got it. We hoping on Spurs, man.
Yeah, I'm hurting on Brighton actually.
You hoping on Brighton?
I think they face.
You think they do play Liverpool?
And they face Man City.
And they play City.
Yeah, 28 that they're replaying. Matchday, so I'm putting my hope on those.
Wait, yeah, that's
it's sad, I know.
Yeah,
it's sad, I know.
Yeah, but again, this last six-ish games is going to be very, very interesting to see how different teams go into the games. What kind of mentality they go into the games with? Obviously, it's a little disheartening that even after all this financial fair play BS. City dodging court dates, all that.
They know what
they could still win this, and that's a little disheartening. Honestly,
it is.
but they're our champions right now. They represent us. They are our
They're
champions.
reigning, yes. Exactly.
No, they are our champions. If things hold
I
out,
refuse to give them the guard of honor, man.
bro. There's no way. You gotta accept it. You just gotta, at this point, you just gotta be like, phew. And even if with all the FFP whatever, and they get a points deduction and it goes to someone else, like, you know, like, are they gonna revise history? Are they gonna put the points total on
asterisks?
Season? Asterisks.
I'm famous on the asterisks, man.
You know how I feel about the asterisks.
Nah.
Asterisks. It's gonna be. There people will remember that season 4, the FFP, for a little bit, but then it'll be just another.
When you look back,
history.
You'll see it when you go on Wikipedia and then you see the funky letter and you highlight it. Oh yeah, they won.
No, yeah. It'll say like Arsenal won the league because of the points deduction,
exactly,
whatever it is, right? But it'll hurt because you didn't celebrate that. It's just like retroactively you getting that, and you're just like, okay,
man,
cool.
That's why I want them to go down to 3rd division. If it's true.
Oh yeah, Vanarama. I'm a big proponent 100%. Of going to the Vanarama, man.
Been flipped.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's me.
Oh no, that's a lot of people. A lot of people want them to get punished for what they did.
How many counts again?
115, something like that.
And here we go, little Nottingham Forest or Everton.
Yeah, and it's funny because we said that it was over for City, or had City plateaued. That was one of our titles to our.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember.
We should do a compilation of just like horrible takes that we.
100%. I think we'll have a boatload at this point.
All right, so you had Newcastle for this one. I had Newcastle, but I switched over to Spurs just to see, because what's the point of having the same picks? I'm trying to win. So you get the 3 points off of that. Yep. I'll take the L on that.
Yep, of course you will. Of course.
Brentford 2, Sheffield United 0, obviously. I'll take the 3 points on this.
I'll take it too.
I picked Brentford to win this game. I didn't watch it. I expected this, honestly. And on to the next game, City 5, Luton 1.
Damn, you're not even going to ask if I watched it?
Did you watch it?
Of course not. Bro. I did not watch this garbage.
So why are you wasting my time?
No, I mean, what? You didn't got to do your due diligence as a host, you know?
You want to talk about Brentford?
No. Ask me if I watched them, and you never know if I did or not.
Fair enough. City versus Luton.
I did not watch this game.
No. I said it's a pre-going conclusion. Obviously, City were going to win this game. I don't think you said that maybe Luton, you were feeling Luton.
I said I was feeling it,
Yo, I don't know what feeling you was feeling, man.
It was just constipation.
It was constipation?
We good.
Word. All right, now on to one of the better games this week. Forest 2, Wolves 2. I had Wolves for this one.
Yeah, I had a draw.
And you had a draw, so you'll take the 3 points from that.
I'll take 3 points, yep.
And I'll take the 1 point from that, because this was a good game, man.
It was a good game. It was back and forth stuff, but I don't know. I wanted a little more from Wolves, but I think a draw is what both teams deserves at the end of it. I think that's what it was.
Rare differences between the teams. They were very neck and neck for a lot of the game. And it wasn't good to see Cunha get his 2 goals and get it back on track.
That's what I was happy about. He finally got his 2 goals coming back from injury. But it was a good game to watch. Like I said, draw was inevitable. I would say, it was a draw.
You would say so?
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Burnley 1, Brighton 1.
This was surprising.
I had Brighton and you had Brighton for this one.
I know. This was surprising result.
I did not go back and rewatch this or anything. I was just like, man, I just took this out to the chin. I'm like, I will just draw to the chin, you know?
Yeah, I'll take the draw to the chin too. I didn't think I'd have to watch it because what is Brighton doing, man?
See, and that we expecting them to make a difference in the, you know?
Yeah, I know. And then I'm expecting them to beat Man City,
I mean,
right?
Liverpool play like Burnley all the time, so it's, you know, maybe there's still hope.
2 more slots and we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, word. Bournemouth 2, Man United 2. I had Bournemouth and you had Man United for this one.
Yeah, and I tried to talk you out of it, and I guess we both was wrong.
Yeah. Well, I would say that for this game, great game. But Iraola is definitely looking at his team, the manager of Bournemouth. He's looking at his team and he's like, man, we left a lot on the table in this one. They had so many opportunities, man.
And on top of that, that defender, the French defender, man, from Man United, coughed up the goal.
Oh, Kambwala.
Kamwala, man, what is he doing, yo?
Bro, he like I just said last week, and not a disrespect, but it's like a who are you type of person. He just got on a team and he just started getting a lot of
to
game
do
time.
that, that's crazy.
Bro, he slipped.
He got dropped. He got dropped.
Slipped.
He got
slipped.
dropped.
It happens though. That's what he's trying to. Yo, it happens.
It ain't happen. Yeah, hell no.
It
He
happens.
got dropped.
It happens. Van Dijk gets dropped. Everybody at some point you're going to get dropped. And the boy's young. Come on.
Who was that drop Van Dijk? Mikey was talking about? It was
Drop
like a left
Van Dijk?
winger. Yeah.
Against who?
Van Dijk. You know?
No, against who though?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. Who dropped him? I'll ask Mikey. Yeah.
On Man United?
No. He wishes.
Oh,
He wishes.
yeah, but it happens.
No, it does.
Especially with Solanke, that was a really good strike.
It was actually.
The way
Yeah, it was.
the way
It was. It was an
the way
18
he kind
yard
of pump faked it, like he wind up for the shot and then let it go a little bit, and then he just went on and just took it. It was really, really good for them. Garnacho had a really, really quiet game, really bad game. He had the assist to Bruno, but United, I just feel like the Bournemouth manager is like, yo, we let them off the hook.
Yeah,
we let them off the hook, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. You can go.
Yeah, like I think that the ball dropping to Bruno is just, again, it's just sometimes football is kind to you. Sometimes it's really, really not kind at all. But that it definitely showed some favor in that aspect. Casemiro had a very, very bad game in terms of his effectiveness. Rashford, again, really, really bad game from him. And now Ten Hag is on the hot seat.
So I think there's like 5 games left, or however many games. It's less than 7. Do you think they still can
7 to 5 for the throughout the league is kind of that in that range, 7 to 5 games.
And I'm talking about just EA, not EPL, not no FA Cup.
Yeah, just Premier League.
Do you think they still have a chance to make it to Europe? I mean, they're only 10 points off. That's three games.
You're talking about from Spurs?
Well, yeah, from Spurs, yeah. They're 50 points with Newcastle, I believe, and then Spurs are 60, and they're in 5th.
Good on Newcastle for being there, even with all the injuries. But I have to be.
Yeah, but you can say the same thing with Man U. They have injuries as well. They're both equally injured, I guess.
Fair enough. Do I think that Man United could do that? No, I think that their Spurs and Villa are too far.
Too far?
They're too far.
10 points is too far? That's only 3 games. I mean, well, 3 and change, but 3.
Yeah, 3 games for sure, right?
For 5.
And not everybody's schedule is going to be like, oh, this is the schedule of hell or whatever. Like, you know, there's going to be some easy games. There's going to be some games that are going to be very challenging for each team. But I think that the way things are now is just, it's so difficult for United to get in that position, or looking at the position that they're in, it's very difficult to see them hopping Spurs and taking that spot from them.
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe in a long shot.
What is a long shot to you? What percentage is a long shot? The Hail Mary? Like, is it like 4%?
Yeah, it's a Hail Mary.
So it's not
maybe in a long shot,
so
but realistically, I don't think they have a chance either.
Yeah, so it's like it's difficult for me to find, especially with the way that this team is playing. They got lucky this game, and they escaped. This is very similar to let me see what game they had. I'm just looking through Man United's previous games. Brentford, where they let them off the hook. Very similar to that game where Bournemouth could have taken the 3 points here very easily. Some shots sliced wide, came off the bar, and there was poor defending from United. And Casemiro was nowhere to be found to affect the play. Garnacho was not tracking back, and Bournemouth were just doing everything right except for putting the ball in the back of the net a few times, and then they get the point and they don't get 0-3.
Yeah.
But yeah, that takes care of that game. On to the game that I'm probably not.
Can we skip that and go West Ham real quick?
Why do you want to go West Ham?
No, just because I would like to tie it with Man U. That's why I have a point. I want to tie it.
Sure, go ahead. Well, West Ham 0, Fulham 2.
So first off, let me rate that because I got the one right. So Philip, I'm winning. All right, yeah. So first thing I want to say is that I didn't watch the game, but I just had a point to make, and it's that, you know, you have Manchester United injured, you have Newcastle injured, and you have West Ham for the most part that I know of, fully fit and able, and they actually had a good run, whatever, and they're still chilling at 8th. Do you think that's a disappointment for them?
No, because I had him at 7th.
No, I'm talking about them, not what your predictions is. I'm talking about them and how they performed.
Oh,
because I'm thinking Europa
West
League,
Ham, right?
yeah,
For West Ham.
yeah, West Ham. They're chilling 8th, behind Man United and Newcastle. No injuries, by the way. Not that I know if you know any. Like, enlighten me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like a couple weeks ago they were chilling in like top 6, I think. And then now they dropped all the way to 8th, and it's not looking good for them.
Well, I will say this:
the last 5 results is a loss, win, draw, loss, draw.
I will say this: that game against Newcastle, and the game against Villa, where they tied, very, very close games that they could have won if things went differently or they were more focused. Would they be disappointed, especially with this loss to to Fulham? Yes, I would say yeah, because when you have an opportunity when you expect something, right? I said I had them 7th, they're in 8th, right? Or they're around where they expected. But when you have an opportunity to do better than expected and you kind of fall on your face, it's a little bit not debilitating. What's the word I'm looking for? Discouraging. Like it's not. It takes the wind out of you, especially to get to this point. Me and you have been saying West Ham have been disappointing this whole season, and for them to be in a position where they're right around where we think they could be, and they had opportunities to be even higher than they could have been, it's a little disappointing and disheartening. But I
just think
maybe because I would say it's disheartening because they see that there's another level that they can reach. Because they're playing bad, or not bad, but they're not playing how we expected, but they're still in the race for the position we expected. If there was another gear to get to, and they're not able to get that, they would be very distraught about that.
The only thing I agree with everything you said. I would just say add on. It's just I'd feel a little disheartening too, especially when you let a team like Man United. I mean, they're a great team, but not I don't mean like that, but you know what I mean, like a team and how they're performing now in the season go ahead of you.
Transitioning team, yeah.
Exactly. So I know they have Europa League, but no one fancies them to win. I know they just lost their first leg, but I don't know. I don't know what they would do if I was them. Do you think that Moyes, manager, you still think he's the man for the job? Or I'm not saying sack him.
I've never said that Moyes is the manager. I always thought that they should get someone who's going to play a little bit more modern football than Moyes does.
Yeah. Do you think run out his contract and then just find someone new?
I don't know how long his contract is, because if it's for next season, I might think about just
hanging it in there.
Yeah, try to get someone else to get in there.
Yeah.
I would say that. To go back to your point about injuries, I mean, Areola is injured. But he just got injured. Mikel Antonio he had been injured for a little bit at the beginning of the season. But recently they haven't had too many injuries.
Yeah. No, I remember those injuries. Yeah. I'm just looking up his contract because I'm actually kind of curious. He signed a 2.5 deal. Yeah, I sometimes hate Brave, man. Brave is just
why don't you just use the regular browser?
Summer of 2026.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's kind of too far.
I don't know about that, man. Especially with there's a ceiling to this team, and I don't know if it's because of the manager or the players, but something's got to give. Something's got to give with this team. I've said this before, but something's got to give with this team.
Yeah, I agree with you.
All right. I said West Ham were going to win that game. You said Fulham were going to win that game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
L take, I know.
Yeah, no.
Compilations of L take.
Yeah, for sure. On to the Liverpool and Crystal Palace game. Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1.
Do you, as a Liverpool fan, do you want to take that?
Take what?
The lead on this one?
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah. No, I'm saying analyzing it. You want to go first?
Whatever you want. I'll talk about the
game. I'll give you the courtesy if you want. You want to go first?
Courtesy. I start all the topics. What are you talking about?
Not all of them. I started the West Ham one. That's crazy.
For permission to start. But
that's crazy. Anyways, yeah.
Anyway, it's over. It's over. Okay.
You think it's over?
It's over.
Are you saying it because like you're like down in the mud and you're
No,
like,
I'm looking
shit?
at it. I'm looking at it.
Oh, you really, honestly, truly think it's over?
Look,
What?
we are 2 points away from City.
Yep.
Looking at City's games, they have the easier schedule.
Okay.
Granted, we all play Spurs. We all, as in you, Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. We all play Spurs. I think we all play Wolves as well.
Okay. Yeah, we face them next week. Yep.
And those are going to be some tough games, but there are some games in there that are going to be give me's, and give me as in like easy smash and grab. Just bro, come on, like you know why we're here, to get these 3 points. There are some games like that, but there are some games that are tough, and I think that this is one of the games that was one of the easiest games in the schedule, but we somehow find a way to mess it up, and that's just it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
So you say mess up. First off, I want to start by saying, like, how many chances did you guys miss that game?
I'll say this.
Gosh, that game was wow.
I'll say this: for the first 20 minutes, Darwin Nunez had a shot. Sorry, for the first 10 minutes, we didn't have a shot on goal. Darwin Nunez had a shot on goal at the 10th minute straight into the goalkeeper.
Keeper's hand, yeah.
And then that was the only shot we had on goal for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The opening 20 minutes. And in that time, Palace were able to create 2-3 chances in that time, and they were able to capitalize off a cutback to Eze.
That wasn't just a simple cutback. That was a beautiful sequence of play.
I will say, I'm gonna give it to Crystal Palace because good on you. But I would say
just on that goal,
I would say if Bradley's on the ball and the ball is on the byline, why the hell is Konate on the byline too?
Not covering,
why is he?
Yeah.
I would say, and you know how I feel about Konate.
Yeah.
All right. Physicals is great, but he loses lapses in judgment. He just has lapses in judgment every once in a while, and it really throws me off in terms of getting behind him as a fan of the club. But I would say that as to Konate, obviously give Crystal Palace they got the goal, so I'll give him that, right? But we had a bunch of chances. You are correct, but Salah has just been anemic. Like, he's pedestrian. Pedestrian. Luis Diaz, he had an opportunity where he could have done like some acrobatic kick in the air off of a Robertson cross. Other than that, pedestrian. Darwin Nunez, pedestrian, giving up possession way too easy, not pressing.
I wouldn't say pedestrian. He had the chances, it just didn't do nothing with it. Pedestrians just passing by, not doing nothing.
Okay, fine. I'll say this. He had a chance in the box after a corner where the ball dropped to him. Yeah. And it was like a volley, half volley, right? It hits to the ground and then he volleys it. He hits it straight at the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper had a good game. I'll give him that. He
had that one save that was, amazing.
He kept Crystal Palace in the game, a bunch of different opportunities, but when you're Darwin Nunez, you're just a striker Liverpool. You're closer than the penalty spot. You got to do more than just put it on target. If you're a defender, I'll accept putting it on target, but you got to pick a corner. You got to place it at that. And it's not even like it's a snapshot. It drops to you and you have space to take it. You're not like, it should just be, you would have time to pick a spot. It wouldn't just be reaction.
And I think that had that miss too, that hit off of Klein. That you might as well said he could have picked the corner as well. I don't know if you remember that one.
What minute?
It was towards the later end, like 70th, around there. I don't know if it was Jones, but the keeper came out and rushed and he passed it and then was like pretty much.
That was Luis Diaz.
No, that was Jota.
It
was Jota for sure.
On the left side of the goal. And then
left
he tried to cut it off. And then
he shot right in the middle, but Klein was right there.
Oh, okay. Again, this game
was literally
passed by because it's like, because I didn't watch it live. I had to go back and rewatch it.
So I watched it right before I came here. That's why I know.
I would say no. If I watched this live, I would have been pulling out my hair. I knew that we lost. Yeah. I was just when I rewatched it, I was just looking at why did we lose. And it's because our attack sucks. We have great score. Like Salah, I think he has 17 goals or something like that on the year. But our counterattack sucks. Like we have great opportunities and we just cannot put them away. We just are wasteful.
Yeah,
And I've said this to you before, where we are just so wasteful to the point where it's like, I don't even, at this point, it's like, what can Klopp do? Because at this point, it's like, the boy's not putting it away. What is he supposed to do? He's scheming us into positions where we can make chances. We're creating chances, but we're not putting them away. And what really ticked me off about the game is, for that 20 minutes, we weren't even taking shots through the defender, through bodies of people. We weren't taking no shots. We took no shots for 20 minutes, and then we expect something from the game. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that you said your counterattack sucks or your attack sucks. I don't think it's that. I just don't think you're clinical. Like you said, you're not putting it away. Your attack is fine. You're getting the chances. Just putting it away is just not there. And we could see it throughout mad people. And then even Trent making like shots in the distance or a slide. It was just ass shots. Pardon the French. It's just terrible shots. And I think that's what the different maker was of this game, because you guys did have the chances, you just didn't finish it. And yeah, if I don't know, you could see that the game took a toll on the players, because they were like kicking themselves down. So I guess that's good. I guess that's good in some point. But yeah, now we just leave it to Man City and see what they do with it, if they fumble the bag. Or
this is one of those games where again, the ball was in our court, and we just grabbed the ball, and instead of playing with it, we grabbed the ball and threw it back over the fence into City's court.
Yeah, pretty much.
Disappointing game from Salah. A bunch of opportunities missed. Disappointing game from Nunez. Quiet game from Curtis Jones. I won't say disappointing from him. McAllister, quiet game. Endo, trash game. Van Dijk slipped. Reminded me a lot of Steven Gerrard.
I was gonna say that.
But I think that was against Palace too. I think that was against Palace.
The only reason why it was Chelsea.
No.
Gerrard slipped?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Chelsea?
No. It was Crystal Palace.
I thought it was Chelsea. That'd be funny.
Bringing back Vietnam flashbacks real quick.
Yeah. No, but to be fair, Crystal Palace defensively, okay, you can say they did good because they bought so many shots. All right, I don't know if it's because of the defensive brilliance or you guys couldn't score for nothing, but I think
it's the latter.
Yeah. So you could say that, but offensively, other than let's say Mateta doing a handful for the defenders, but they've been quiet. Other than that goal, because that goal was amazing. Even Klopp, they zoomed in his face. He was like, "Wow!" Like,
yeah. He did so, mouth wow.
Other than that, they were quiet too. You know what I mean? So.
No. I'm
talking about
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, they were quiet.
Yes. I would say that Crystal Palace, they again, one opportunity. Would you capture it or let it slip?
Yeah.
And they captured it, and then we just did a whole bunch of yapping the whole game. And granted, I will say Robertson had a good game. It could have been more because he saved it. Yeah, that was a good. Yeah. That was
Alisson that when he stuck out his left hand.
That is maximum effort, and I don't see that effort with Salah at the moment. To be honest, it's a little disappointing. Obviously, he's still class. I'm not gonna bash him about it. Obviously, he's put in a lot in the season. He's been injured. He's come back, and he's still Salah.
I have a question. I know we're not talking about Europa League, but obviously if you lose, you're going to be pissed. Not pissed, you're going to be like, damn, disappointed. Now, let's say you win the European competition that you're in. Would that make things a little better?
No, because this was the whole giving Klopp this title before he goes, it's over.
Not even if you give him the other title?
It's over. This is the title.
Okay, no, I'm just asking. I don't know.
This is the title.
All right,
this is the title that we wanted. Voice crack. This is the title that we wanted. And that dream is over. That dream is over, and now
not really, but yeah, there's still a slim chance. I would say like a good 40 chance, which is good enough.
Like I said, we put the ball in City's court, and if I look at City and I know who City are,
yeah, that's true.
It's a little delusional to think that City are just gonna give it up like that.
No, I agree with that.
I'm trying to think is there anything else that I can say about that game. I had Liverpool winning that game, and you did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not the best at predicting games.
No. Don't string me. I'm
Sorry.
good at predicting.
Okay.
Alright?
No.
'Cause, you know, I'm good.
Hey,
You.
Sheffield could be better than Burnley, but hey, we both getting relegated, man. We both getting relegated. We're not good at predicting games.
No. Stop it. Stop
You
it.
know
stop
what?
it,
I'll speak
stop
for
it.
myself. I
Thank
speak for
you.
myself.
I
I'm
think
not
I'm pretty good.
I'm not good at predicting games.
I think I'm pretty good.
Fair enough. And now we'll talk about your boys.
One patat to the other.
Yeah. Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 2. This game took place after the Liverpool game. And now so the ball we didn't throw the ball to City. We threw the ball to you guys first.
Yeah,
and you guys just threw the ball to City.
I don't want that and just gave it away. Yeah.
Hot potato, man.
So like this game, I'll tell you like when I first I'm playing soccer. I play soccer every Saturday. You know, I have my crew of boys at Brown. We end up finishing playing. It's around like what 10:30. I saw that Liverpool lost.
Souped.
Yeah, I'm souped. Doing backflips. You know? Yeah, heck yeah. I'm like, yeah. I got a couple.
Speed home.
Yeah, I got a couple Liverpool fans. You know, I'm talking them, whatever. Speed home, watch the game. Utter disappointment, man. Oh my gosh, yo.
Right? And
if I had a spare TV, I would break mine at home. I was that pissed.
Right? I could see why Liverpool lost, but looking at this game, it was very difficult for me.
No, I can see why Liverpool. I can see why Arsenal lost.
No, it was. I could. No, okay.
I'll tell you when it gets them. Yeah.
Okay, to me, I would say it was very difficult for me to see why they lost because they were creating so
First
many
half.
chances. Yeah, with Havertz,
Yes.
especially, he had 2 or 3-ish chances. With just himself, where he was in on goal and he either let the defender get back into play or he took too long or something like that. Or Jesus, he had a few opportunities as well. But then after that, it got very, very quiet. And
Second half was just a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this game was just pissed. I'm not going to trash them because I know I'm going to save it for you because I know you are.
I'm not going to trash them.
But same thing with Liverpool. We just, you know, we had everything there and we just handed over. But the only thing difference is, and that I would notice about this team is that we still, I know we have players and we have 1 or 2 injuries in Timber, whatever his name is. Timbers, yep. Who's a class player, but injured, we can't use him. But you're not going to expect Arsenal to win the Premier League or win anything when your super sub or your sub that comes in is Tomiyasu. You're not going to do it when, you know, actually, let me take a look of who came in exactly. Zinchenko played poorly that game.
Yeah.
Havertz, I want to say played poorly, even though he had the chances. He didn't score nothing poorly. Gabriel Jesus, he had the chances, played poorly. Just those 3 Pacific.
Saka was very quiet too.
He was quiet. Yeah, he was.
Very, very quiet.
Those.
And I would say White had a bad game too.
He came off injured, but yeah, that is true. Right? He was playing below par. The only reason why I didn't put Saka in the competition or in that, because he did at least put in crosses, dangerous crosses that, you know, Havertz should have put in, but he didn't. Yeah, you're not going to win the league with these type of super subs, you know, even though we have quality players, I still think we lack a little bit of depth and we should bring in an extra defender. Obviously, we have that injury. And we have a need for a proper striker that is gonna put away chances because
Solanke.
Not even Solanke. Like I'll take an Ivy Tone, man, or Osimhen. I'll even take Solanke too. Don't get me wrong, but the only reason Solanke is because it's not consistent. If he does that numbers every season,
got
then
17 goals
just one season. Darwin Núñez.
Bournemouth.
Darwin Núñez played Benfica amazing. Now look at him in Liverpool. You know what I'm saying?
That's Liga Portuguesa. That's apples and oranges. Come on.
Nah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know,
different
Solanke's
leagues,
in the
but
Premier
still,
League and he's doing that
but
for
still,
Bournemouth.
My point still remains, like, I want to see a little more consistency before I say Solanke. That's me.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, no, we still need an extra, like, you know, strength in our substitutions because this was not it. Those 4 or 5 players that I named was the key reason why I think we lost 100%. Then we conceded the first goal.
Wait, before you go into speaking of players, what do you think of Odegaard's performance? I thought he was quiet as well.
No, I don't think he was quiet. I think he was pushing the team, but there was nothing around him to show for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can only push so far if no one's, you know, doing anything with me.
Yeah, he is just a midfielder.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I think he did his part 100%, but I just don't think the options around him was there. Trossard played quietly, but I was pissed that he took off Trossard. I would have took out Gabriel Jesus and put Trossard in the middle and have Martinelli down the wing. Just because Gabriel didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? He was quiet. Like, And I can see why Man City sold him. And it's funny because I know the quality that he has is just lately he's just not performing. You know what I mean? And it's just bothers me and irks me. And the importance of this game, you're not like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, because I know there was like they didn't want to play this game here because they came from Bayern Munich, but it's like no excuse.
No excuse. No. Villa had a midweek game too.
Exactly. So whoever had that excuse, you just go somewhere with that. I'm not gonna swear, but go somewhere with that. Like that's a poor excuse. Yeah. So second half was all Villa. They had an amazing game. The only one that I was and they had their chances too because they hit off the post twice before they scored. So
Ollie Watkins
you can't even say like they got lucky.
Ollie Watkins had a game.
The only person I would say that was quiet for them was probably Zaniolo, but other than that, they played. Second half was all of them, and they capitalized on their chances.
It was again the reason why I said it was so like I don't know how you guys lost is because the game was close from the first minute until 80 something, and then the game just collapsed in 5 minutes.
I don't know about 80. I would say until like the 70th, but fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were in the game. Liverpool is just I never felt like we were granted I didn't know the score. But even watching the game, just put the score aside, it never felt like we were getting anywhere.
Yeah.
At least with you guys, it just felt like, at least the ball is moving. With Liverpool, there was no rhythm there. With Arsenal, there was kind of a rhythm. It's just that last bit was missing.
It was missing, yeah. And Aston Villa, they had a wonderful sub. Leon Bailey came, difference maker.
Yeah.
Who did we put in? Like I said, besides Martinelli, who, he was even quiet when he came in. Tomiyasu, what?
I mean, Smith Rowe is a difference maker too, but I don't think he's an Arsenal level difference maker.
Exactly, and he's not at that level yet. He's potential through the roof. He's just not there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jorginho.
Yeah, I was a little confused with that.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. So, we just need. I think we need a little more people, like a little more depth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just gave the ball to Manchester City. I still think the chances are there to win the league, as in waiting for Man City to lose.
Boy, it's a Hail Mary.
I think it is a Hail Mary. No, a higher percent than Hail Mary. I think it's like a good 30%, 40% chance. But still, giving Man City track record, like you said, they're not going to lose. They're just going to get the job done.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between these two teams. And if we lose, we have no one else to blame but ourselves.
Welcome to the club.
That's
welcome Squidward. Welcome Squidward. So
I don't want to be in this club.
Speaking of, I mean, hey man, it's just me and you, man. So you touched on something about City's depth. Are we surprised? Because City is the most deep team in Europe, I think.
What do you mean by surprised? They have the money. I'm not surprised.
Like I'm talking about they're the most deep team, and like you said, the bench is just popping. Any Guardiola could switch out pieces however he wants.
He has the luxury of doing that, and other people don't.
Are we surprised then that City are in first? Like, is it that big of a surprise?
I see what you're saying.
Like, were we delusional to even think that we could do that?
I think even though, because there was at some point, I think. Well, I'll use you for example. Your team, you guys were like 4 points ahead, right?
At one point, yeah,
from
exactly. City, yeah,
from City. So even if they have depth, I think that was enough point gaps to, secure the league. So I don't think it's more of we're naive, because football's football, and you guys have won it in the past, so quality's there. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we won it one time in the Premier League era.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's naive. I think we did have a chance. I think Arsenal did have a chance, but
no. Obviously,
I don't know. I don't think
they have any team can have a chance.
Yeah.
But we're looking at a team who I think has the most wins, the most title wins in Premier League history, in terms of looking at the Premier League era.
When's the Premier League era? 2000 what?
No, 99 to.
No, that's Man United. There's no way Man City has more than United. No way.
Since like 2013.
If you go 99, if we go from 99,
2013. Okay, fine. Man City's up there, right? Liverpool.
You're saying from 2013 on. I can say from 1999 to like 2011 was Man U.
They didn't win the league every year.
the almost for the 2000s, you can say yes.
Regardless, right?
Maybe one or two was Chelsea.
Now maybe
One or two was Liverpool.
and then Arsenal was
all right, I could say it was Liverpool, and then I could say Leicester City. In between those years.
Fair enough. Whatever it is, I think it was 91 actually.
If it was 91, it's Manchester United.
Whatever it is. Man City's up there. Man City's up there for the amount of titles they've won. Liverpool is in the same breath as Leicester City. Apparently now they got one championship. We got one championship. In the same conversation. Wow. I'm just putting it out there. I actually was thinking about that. I was like, yo, Leicester City have one and we have one. So what does that mean
in the Premier League era?
Yeah. In the Premier League era.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. I don't know. That's just what my mind went to. But anyway, right? City, back to City. Obviously, great team building, amazing support, and a lot of money. And they have the titles to show for it. And their team is just so crazy. And I'm not even, and maybe their philosophy, maybe Guardiola adds to that. Because you can, like Chelsea, you have a team full of expensive players that don't do anything. Maybe if they had like a revolutionary coach like Guardiola, maybe things would be different. But to see
you say City, team full of
City are crazy.
Players.
City, their support is crazy.
Doku and Modric. You're not comparing Foden with none of these players. Nah, they're expensive because that's just how English football is. Anybody in the right mind wouldn't pay that much money for Modric.
They're changing how teams can actually manipulate their finances.
And I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, like you can only spend you can spend 70% of what you make, and then if you're not in a European competition, you can use like 85% of what you make.
I like that idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. But back to my point, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
City support is crazy, as in their higher ups, their sporting directors, all them guys in the offices, coaching crazy, players crazy, money crazy. They're crazy all around, man, and it's tough. Like, man, every time I think about it, and I'm just like, did I really think that it was gonna go our way? Like, we don't got City money, we don't got City players, we don't got. Can I say that we don't got City coaching? I mean, Klopp is up there.
If you're talking about you guys, yeah, you do.
Klopp is up there, but he's not. I would say he's not a Guardiola.
Ooh, okay.
But that's because I
come out of your mouth.
No, ever. I respect Guardiola a lot. Granted, he's always had the players behind him and the money to make those big purchases to allow his team to win. But I gotta show Guardiola some respect because he's one of the best Premier League managers ever. I just have to say that.
Okay, not top 5. I just want to.
Guardiola is top 5.
He's not top 5. Guardiola. Sorry, I thought you was talking about club. Sorry, I didn't know why I heard club. I thought he was going club. I was like, he's not top 5.
No, Guardiola is top 5.
He is.
He might be one. He might be one.
Do you think he's top 5? This will bring a whole nother debate, but just quickly, I want to hear your thoughts. And I'm not going to go in depth, but he's top 5. All right. Now, do you think he can repeat that if he were to join Arsenal, where he doesn't have the money?
That's one of the caveats that I said. Obviously, he's always had the ability.
Yeah, every team he played for, Barca, Bayern.
Yeah. He had Messi, he has De Bruyne, has Haaland now, and he's always had that.
That's why I sometimes hesitate to top
Bayern.
5.
He was at Bayern. Grant, did he win Champions League at Bayern?
But I think he won the treble.
At Bayern?
I think so. But he won. I'll tell you right now if you want it.
Yeah. Look that up. I don't know why that's escaping me right now. But anyway, he's always had regardless of if he won at Bayern, he's always had access to great players. Klopp, he did that thing with Dortmund where he just took. Was Lewandowski popping at that time?
Yes.
No. I mean, obviously, under Klopp he was popping, but like before that.
Say it again.
Like when Lewandowski.
Yeah, he was always popping because when he was in Dortmund, he was popping.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah,
I'm talking about
popping,
like before Klopp. Like when Klopp was at Mainz, was he popping?
No, not at all.
All right, so yeah,
He did good. Don't get me wrong, but to say popping and like the
no,
news,
like
no.
world class.
No.
Like, okay, yeah. So, he Klopp hasn't. His record is Mainz, Dortmund, Liverpool.
He won the Super Cup for Munich, but it doesn't say anything about winning
No
Champions
Champions League.
No.
Eh.
He won the Club World Cup,
I blame Harry Kane.
the Super Cup, the Pope for 2 years, and then the Bundesliga for 3.
Definitely, I blame Harry Kane.
That's crazy.
Anyway, right. So that's Klopp's CV. Mine's Dortmund and Liverpool. Guardiola is Barca, Bayern, City. It's very different. Very different. I mean, mine's is no Barca. Dortmund is no a Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And City and Liverpool. I guess you could say they're very similar, but he has more support from the higher ups and monetarily.
Pocket money, yeah.
But I would still say, I mean,
still give him
tactic wise, I'm giving Klopp a lot of respect. But with Guardiola, what was your question about Guardiola?
No, I'm saying like, do you think he can do that same thing?
Oh, if he was in an Arsenal,
team, yeah. That's why like I give a lot of credit to. You're not gonna like it, but or I don't know how you feel, but Jose Mourinho over Guardiola because he done it on Porto. You've done it. He went to the finals with Roma. He granted it's not Champions League, but he went to a trophy. Spurs took him to the finals that they haven't did. They sacked him 5 days before the finals. Whatever, that's on them. But he's done it with weaker to higher teams. You know what I mean? And I give that so much credit. Not saying I don't give Pep credit, but I give that so much credit. Then you know what I mean? Than what Club has done. But this is not to say he's not brilliant. He is brilliant, but there's always going to be that what if,
yeah
we never know.
I mean,
it's sad,
we won't ever know, but those are the coaches you mentioned are great team builders as well. Guardiola is a great team Guardiola is a team builder as well. It remains to be seen if he can do it without money, but again, money just makes things easier, a lot easier.
It does, 100%.
It makes things a lot easier. And if I think he could do it with Arsenal with what they have now? What kind of budget are we talking about? Like
nothing.
No.
What budget do we have? We bought what is it, Declan Rice,
bruh,
and then that was about it,
bruh. So you're not giving him no budget. You just if he can do it at Arsenal, let's
say their budget's 70 mil.
70 million. Do I think Guardiola
can do it for 70? They'll give him one good signing.
That would give him only one.
One, just like we had one good signing.
Again, it's tough. It's tough to say whether he could do it.
It is tough.
Like
we never know, but I think that's the only thing. That's why when people rate him so highly, that's the only thing I can hold against him.
That's fair. That's a fair thing that you just said. It's literally that's the only thing that you can be like, come on, like
yeah.
That's the only chink in his armor.
Literally,
like, hey man, let's see how you do it without money. But man, I guess the world will never know.
We will. Well, so far he's not quitting coaching, but yeah.
You think he's gonna leave City? You think he?
Yeah, but if he leaves City, is he gonna go somewhere?
That's what I'm saying. You know
what I mean?
Is he gonna like Saudi Arabia?
But then again, he'll probably pick the best team in Saudi Arabia. Let's be honest. But
hey, man, that's just how football is, man. If you got the money, you got the power. And if you got the power, you got the players. And if you got the players, you got the power. And if you got the power, you got the money.
It's just a circle, yeah.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, on to the last game, Chelsea versus Everton, which is happening today. So we're not even gonna get to it right now.
Yeah.
I had Chelsea winning this, and I think you had Chelsea winning this too.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll talk about it next week. We'll probably not talk about it next week.
Yeah, let's be honest. I was about to say.
We're probably not going to talk about it next week. So we'll give our predictions for match day 34.
No, hold up. We gotta see who won to tally up the scores.
I have 9 points.
Oh, that's it?
Wow,
that's about 3 wins.
Wow, you're just gonna little bro me like that?
That's crazy. 9.
He's gonna little bro me like that.
So I got 3 because I got Newcastle. Another 3, that's 6. Manchester City, that's 9. Draw, that's 12. Because I guessed the draw, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Then another draw because I didn't get it wrong, so it's 1 point. That's 12, 13. It was a draw, and I put Man City, so that's 14. Liverpool, 17. Fulham, 20.
Hey man, I'm trying my best out here, man.
Even if I give you, even if I give you the Chelsea game, who cares? I still won. And you try to say I was bad at predicting. Yeah, take that. You bad at predicting.
I'm bad at predicting.
Yes, 100%.
Right,
you should wear the cone of shame.
The dunce cap.
Yep.
All right, I lost. I got.
You got relegated.
In total, I got 5 predictions. I got points from 5 predictions, and I'm not proud of it, but I accept it, and I'm gonna get better. Okay, mom. All right, so now we're gonna go on to match day 34, and man, the match days are coming to an end.
We're not gonna compete on this one. I feel bad.
No. Do you want to?
Nah, 2 times, man, back to back. Yo,
why not? Let's go. Give the loser a chance.
Nah, man, I already did.
Oh yeah, that was my chance. Yeah, I threw that shit out the window so quick. I threw that out the window as soon as I picked Spurs.
Yo,
all right,
the very first one.
So match day 34. We're gonna go over the games and we're gonna give our predictions for them, and we're gonna say it whether it's a draw, a tie, or draw or tie. It's whether it's gonna be a win, a tie, or a loss, and you can only say tie 2 times so that we just don't say we're gonna tie throughout the whole fixture list. We'll start right here with Luton Town and Brentford. Brentford.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Brentford too.
Sheffield United and Burnley. I'm gonna go with Burnley on this one.
Draw.
All right, cool. Wolves and Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Man, Wolves. I need you right now.
I need you more.
I'm gonna go. Nah, I'm gonna go Arsenal with that one.
Yeah, they're gonna respond. They have to. If not, oh my gosh.
But the world will. Let me not even. Everton and Nottingham Forest.
Nod. Go to little big bro. I know. The Blues.
Everton.
All right.
Crystal Palace versus West Ham.
Crystal.
West Ham.
Okay.
Villa versus Bournemouth.
Villa.
Villa as well. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second. Do they play midweek in Europa League? Villa. Villa.
They play Thursday.
Midweek.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday.
I'm going Bournemouth then.
All right.
Fulham and Liverpool. God, I need you right now. I need you right now. Lord, if you're listening, if you're listening, Liverpool need to win this, so I'm gonna go Liverpool. They need to win this.
Yeah, there's no way they don't.
Or I know I said it's over, but it's really
over if they don't. Same thing with Arsenal.
If they lose, it's over.
And I would like to say, I want to say before because I forgot. Even though we lost to them, we have to give them a shout out to Aston Villa because they did the double on us. They beat us in the first fixture and this one. So shout outs to them. You know, I have to give them that. But for this game, I'm giving Liverpool. They have to win this too. Because if not, then it's really over. Truly over.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Man. Do you want to go over the next action on that? Yeah, the next match day is
29 that they didn't play.
Is 23. Like it's literally 3 days after that.
No. Yeah. I mean, it's up to you if you want to or not.
I mean, those are just replays of match day 29, though.
Just a couple of games in there. I don't know if you want to.
I mean, there's... Okay, so yeah, we can talk about that. Arsenal and Chelsea.
I'm going Arsenal.
I'm going Arsenal, too, because they... Bruh. Wolves and Bournemouth.
Wolves? It's going to be a good game, I think.
Bournemouth. Crystal Palace and Newcastle.
Newcastle as well, yep.
Man United versus Sheffield United.
Hopefully Man United, but I'm going with them.
And Man United. Actually, there was this report about Ten Hag being on the hot seat, and they're gonna get Southgate.
If they get Southgate, I hope this is literally rumors. I hope this is rumors because Southgate is not better.
I will say this: it's people are apparently post goals, he said that they're looking at Southgate, or they already got the next man lined up. So they Ten Hag is apparently
Confirmed out.
Not confirmed because it's not from the higher ups, but apparently post goals said they got their guy that they want, and people are speculating that it's Southgate. If it's Southgate, Man United, it was nice knowing you. I'll see you in the championship, and good luck.
No, yeah, exactly. It's good luck because you're supposed to get from poor to good coach.
And I mean the championship as in the second division. I don't mean the championship like as in lifting the title. None of that. None of that here.
Yeah, I mean Ten Hag's contract is all the way up until 2025.
Yeah, but I seen they said I think what's it called? That
Contract's worth $9 million. Maybe pay the $9 million and let him go.
Man,
But not for Southgate.
No. I will say this: when I was watching the Mark Goldbridge and Ben Foster podcast or whatever they do, it's like when they get together and they just talk about Man United. Ben Foster said that they're looking at Southgate. He's done some positive with England. Now they're gonna.
No, he hasn't.
Wait. Let me explain.
Scholes said that.
Ben Foster.
Oh,
Ben Foster.
Okay.
Ben Foster said that.
Wrexham player, huh?
Before we get to Man United, let's finish the what's it called? The Matchday 29
predictions.
plays.
Yep.
Okay. Everton and Liverpool. I'm going Liverpool.
I'm going Liverpool. Yeah, sorry.
Brighton versus City. I'm going City.
Brighton.
I actually, I need Brighton to win this.
I'm going Brighton.
Brighton.
Yeah, I don't care if I get it wrong.
So back to Man United and Southgate, right? So I was watching that Mark Goldbridge and Ben Foster thing they do where they talk about Man United, right? And Ben said, look at what Southgate's done, like with England.
Yes, he's right. Look what he did. What did he do? Yeah, what?
And he's like, okay, so he took them from where they were to now they're looking to be like semi-finalists potentially for the Euros. Looking to be, a very, very good contender in the next World Cup. He's saying that there's progress there. Mark did not like that at all.
I agree with him. He dapped him up.
And I'm agreeing with Mark as well in that if Man United get Southgate, it's over for that club in terms of their dreams of being top, competing for Champions League at all. I don't think that Southgate is the guy that they should be even looking at. I think they should look the opposite way. There are a bunch of other people that they could get. A lot of talks about Nagelsmann, but again, if they move on him, they got to move on him before Germany go to the Euros, so that he can come and do his thing in the club and get his ducks in a row for how he wants to. Because if they wait till after the Euros, he's gonna come in like in August or something like that, and that's just not enough time to get ready for a whole season like that.
It isn't. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, I agree. And on top of that, like the reason why I say one good reason why I don't say he's the right man for the job is because
he's Southgate.
Yeah, exactly. And his team selection is trash. Like I said, there's so many squads that he does not pick for England that is way more qualified and has a better candidate of playing for England. Like, for example, I used my famous expression or my famous example was Tomori. Why is he not playing and Maguire's playing? You know what I mean? And Tomori is playing amazing for AC Milan. You know what I mean? But what, you're going to say chemistry or people are used to Maguire or he's a leader? No, I don't care. None of that. I'm going by performances, and Tomori is just 20 times a better player than Maguire. So that's one of many reasons I can go down the list of saying Southgate's not a good player, and I agree with you. If he goes to Manchester United, it's over.
Not playing Foden is another one.
Exactly.
Keeping him on the bench.
Exactly. And the notion that, what was his name is? That goalkeeper Foster said that, look what he's doing.
Oh, Ben Foster.
Yeah, he was doing that. I think that guy's crazy for that. I mean, that's wild. But respect his opinion, I guess, but it was ridiculous. And it would be funny if the Euros, they play bad. And then it's like, yeah. That was never the idea. You know what I mean?
It is hilarious to see this in terms of a player, an ex-player, make such a bad comparison or take. That's like crazy.
That. I don't know
people
what he's
people say, if you don't play the game, you don't know the game. Like, bruh.
That's the most stupidest thing I ever heard. Yeah.
No, but there's people who be like, oh, you can't commentate on the game because you ain't play.
That's the most
Like,
stupidest thing I
come
heard. Yeah.
There's a bunch of different aspects, bunch of different ways you can look at football, and all of it. Even the people who play it apparently can get it massively wrong.
That's like saying that's like saying no one in, for example, let me give a good team that never won it in a while. West Ham can't talk about being champions because they never were champions. Can't talk about winning the Premier League because they never did. No. You know what I mean? Anyone can talk about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you play the sport and you have an understanding of the sports and the tactics, you can talk about it. I don't know, man. I don't know why. I hope it's not true. I hope it's a rumor. Let me just keep it at that. I just hope it's a rumor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Southgate is the guy for Man United, and if you guys sign him, that is goodbye. You know, that is good night. You know, and so shall it be.
I wonder what Mikey has to say to that.
Would you want to have him on the podcast?
Yeah, hell yeah. If he really does, 100%.
Like if he signs, you want him on the podcast?
100%. That same day.
Have an emergency broadcast.
Yes. Within hours. Yes. I would like that a lot.
Man. But again, I would say that my brother, who is a Man United fan, he is firmly on the Ten Hag.
Ben, yeah.
Like keep him,
give him
like,
a chance, yeah.
Like keep him. And a lot of Man United fans are like that as well.
Yeah.
And if they just get rid of Ten Hag, it's just like, bruh, they've been this way before. They did this with Mourinho, Oli, Ranić. I mean, Ranić was like a half season thing where he was supposed to be the director, but then he stepped in as the coach, and then they got rid of him. And then now Ten Hag, it would be 3 in a row. And that's when things start to spiral, man. When it becomes a pattern, that's when things start to spiral.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, right? Because say what you said again, then.
About how Oli, Mourinho, and Ten Hag, that would be 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And that when things happen like that, they start to go down very quickly, like a toilet, like you're flushing the toilet.
Yeah. No, I forgot what I was gonna say. Continue.
Oh, it was about Ranić. Was it about Ranić?
No, it was a good point, but I forgot. Just whatever.
I guess it wasn't that good of a point.
Yeah, I know, right? Like dumb brain.
I guess it wasn't that good of a point.
Damn.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Anybody else you think that would be losing their jobs this summer?
Who would I pick?
You just had a stroke. Yo, it looked like you just had a
bro. Who I would think should lose their job. Who I think should lose their job and who I think is gonna happen. Like if you ask me who I think should lose your job, Moise, 100%.
Wait, let's start from the bottom to the top.
No, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
Hold up. Let me put EPL on.
All right. Obviously outside of the relegation boys, you know?
No, and I don't think, like, let's say if Luton Town goes relegated, I don't think they should sack their coach.
That's why I said outside of the relegation boys. All right. Everton, I think Dyche gotta go.
Yes, 100%. Yep.
Dyche, he has to go.
Yep.
That football is not helping the club at all. Brentford, they're gonna keep him.
They're gonna? Or you're saying you should think?
No, they're going to keep him. They're going to keep him. I think they should.
I think they should let him go.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Crystal Palace, they just got a new manager.
So keep him off that.
Keep him. You just got to keep him. You hired him mid-season. You got to keep him at this point. Bournemouth keep. Fulham keep. Wolves keep. Brighton keep.
Yeah, it depends on next season. Yep. For me, Chelsea.
Yeet.
Yep.
Chelsea gotta let him go. West Ham
out.
Damn, you said that with vigor.
Out.
Damn, it's like almost like he's Roger Schmidt. Get him out. I don't care. Is it Roger or Roger?
I don't know. I'm not German, man.
Roger.
I'm not German.
Man United, I know how you feel about Ten Hag.
I'm gonna give all the fans a benefit of the doubt and say, just give him that chance that
you guys changed him.
Nah,
just to give him, changed him.
Just to give him.
He's
the benefit
too afraid of the smoke.
Yeah, nah, definitely not.
Nah, you definitely because you was definitely against Ten Hag.
But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna hear them out.
Why?
Just give them a chance.
Oh, just a random. All right, cool.
Like you said, didn't you say you got to break the cycle?
Yeah, that is true. Right. You got to break the cycle. Break the cycle.
Newcastle keep. Keep.
Tottenham, keep.
All the way up is just keep.
Just keep.
Yeah,
Just
all the
keep
way up
from
is
there.
cup. Is keep. Yeah.
So it's literally just Everton, Chelsea, West Ham.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna wait for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember what I wanted to
I mean,
say.
I could see the Brentford coach losing his job, but
I wanted to say too.
Thomas Frank, I think is his
what I
name.
remembered was, it's to go back to the England point. Is I even think, I mean, you could tell me more about it because you be watching these podcasts and maybe they talk about England a lot. Maybe they don't, whatever. But you can tell me. I would like to assume that a lot of people don't even like Southgate as an England coach.
The majority of fans don't.
Yeah, exactly. So for him to say that is kind of wild. The collective don't want him.
No, Mark asked Ben. He's like, "Hey, if Liverpool thinking about Southgate?" And he's like, "No."
So then why should Manchester United?
He was like, "Exactly, my point proven, Judge."
Yeah, that's crazy. That was just my point that I remembered.
Yeah, man.
Like the collective don't even want him.
I don't think English people like Southgate like that. His approval rating must be
If
low.
I'm wrong, let me know. But
He must got that
Yeah,
Biden approval rating, man.
yeah,
Like-
I think so. Yeah,
Like he doesn't have a lot of favor with England fans.
he doesn't. Yeah, from what I've read and what I've
Even
seen,
with the
no.
team that they have, the great team that they have, that again they could go long as hell into the Euros and potentially win it. People still don't like them. You know, when Jurgi Low was doing this thing with Germany, I think he had a pretty good approval rating too.
Yeah, but he has track record in history.
True. But he built that.
He built that. Yeah, Southgate does not have none of that. None of that. I'd rather get this guy crotch sniffing, butt sniffing Jurgi Low than I'll get Southgate any day of the week. But yeah,
Anything you want to talk about?
I want to say also, shout outs to Bayern Leverkusen because they won the league.
Yes, they did win the league.
Good
man.
job with Xavi Alonso, man. You did good. Excellent.
And good job keeping Xabi Alonso.
He said he wanted to stay. Yeah. Hey, did you watch the highlights of the game?
No,
I didn't watch the game, bro. It was pandemonium.
I would say that he has another year on his contract.
Yeah.
And Alphonso Davies has another year on his contract. And he's looking at Real
No, that's
Madrid.
Madrid. Man, that's Madrid.
And he's
100%.
looking at Madrid, right? And it wouldn't surprise me if Xabi Alonso was looking at Madrid.
I think Carlos Ancelotti's expires next year too. The 1 year.
Yo, too many things is adding up.
Yeah, right?
Too many
so
things.
you might think he wants to go.
Too many things because Alphonso Davies he's having a whole contract debacle with Bayern Munich about not getting a contract, and now he doesn't want to sign because they're changing management or whatever, and he doesn't know how the club is gonna be.
And how is he gonna play? If he's gonna play him or not? Yeah.
Yeah. And Xabi Alonso said he's gonna run out this contract. He's gonna run out this contract. He didn't say anything else. He just said he's gonna run out this contract, and it just so happens to line up with Ancelotti and Alphonso Davies. And I'm just saying, you know, it's just Real Madrid. Y'all like to do this thing where plausible deniability BS. I can see you. I see you from a mile away.
Yeah. No. If you watch the highlights of this game, because I didn't get to watch the game. I don't know what time the game was, but it was crazy because they were winning I think they won 5-0 overall. And
Jeez.
by when they scored 3-0, which was like the 83rd minute, fan was already invading the pitch. And you see Warts saying, yo, relax, the game's not done. Relax, the game's not done. This is 3 or 4-0, right? Then they score again. And then it was around the 90th minute to score the 4 or the 5th. I don't know what the score was. And then everyone just just came on the pitch, went crazy, and the ref was like, you know what, just blow the whistle, it's already 4, they're not coming back, you know what I mean? So
I need to watch that because that's the type of stuff football is magical for.
Yeah,
that is the type of stuff like I said before, that Leicester City run, that type of stuff is what football is. Just it gives me goosebumps.
100%.
It gives me goosebumps just to be all those people are just happy, they're elated, they don't care about any of the BS that's happened outside their life. They've lost loved ones. They've, missing car payment. It don't matter because Leverkusen just
won it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's the type of stuff that's so magical about the game. That's one of the reasons why I like
we
it.
like the game. Yeah, and the only thing I would say about Leverkusen is that just keep it up and get the invincible run, man. Seriously, I know you won the league, and just don't half-ass it. Get the invincible run. Further cement your legacy.
Yeah, you go down
seriously.
You got history, but then you would be making great history.
Exactly. It just make it that much sweeter. I promise. I promise, man.
Speaking from an Arsenal fan.
Yeah. Yup. We're tied there with you in the Premier League era. 04. That's it.
Hey, man. Welcome to the club, Leicester City.
I'm dead.
All right, and that is actually, I did see a headline about that. That I need to go back and watch that. That is going to be hilarious and going to be very enjoyable to watch.